Hi moms, welcome to episode 6. If you're feeling anything like me, I'm guessing cabin fever is beginning to get very real. And with it, the chores, or your family's lack of doing them, are beginning to get very real. According to the Institute for Family Studies, good old chores and their distribution amongst those in the household is the main source of tension in most homes. That's in good times, even more so in crazy times like these. According to that research, women have become better at insisting that their partners share in the housework, and men have become more accepting in theory. But gaps remain between theory and practice. So do the differences in standards about how thoroughly and quickly tidying up must be done. This is a nice way of saying that in general, guys and kids aren't just slow to share in the chore list, but they're not exactly amazing at the ones they do eventually get round to doing. Add to this the fact that moms now, not just dads, are working from home, plus a bunch of kids who still need to be fed and cleaned up after, and it's only a matter of time before every mother in every lockdown home across the country is going to go insane. So, to stop that from happening in my home and in yours, we've got you covered. First off, if you haven't already, hop onto the Mumspiration's awesome podcast after this webisode and listen to parenting coach Celeste Rushby outline exactly how and why to get your kids happily sharing in the chores. It's called Getting Kids Cheerful About Chores. Seriously, it's 25 minutes of your life you will never regret. Second, and again, if you haven't already, write a list of all the daily and weekly chores that need to be done around your home. Then sit down with your family and make sure everybody understands exactly what they need to do by when. And third, and most difficult to do, don't nag anyone to do the above mentioned chores. If a chore doesn't get done by the agreed upon time and in the right way, let some consequences kick in without you having to kick down doors or rant or rave. Celeste, in her podcast, mentions a bunch of these kinds of consequences. You might do the chore yourself and then withhold pocket money or screen time, or send them down a few notches on their rewards charts if they have them. For older kids or your spouse, you may forget to give them the newly changed Wi-Fi password until they remember to do their chores, and or they may have extra chores to do the next day for adding to someone else's chores the day before. Whatever you choose, try to remain calm and consistent, and to get your significant other, if possible, on the same page as you, so that you're not fighting this battle on your own. Also, try to remember that although most in your household may not be able to do the housework as well as you can, err on the side of grace. Relax your standards a bit, as much for your sanity as for your kids' and spouse's need to learn to share in the responsibility. That's it from me. Until next time, I've got some Wi-Fi passwords to change.
If your child is not growing well, she may not be eating well and can become sickly. That's why Pediasure has 26 key nutrients to help support height, weight, and immunity. Start to see visible growth in 8 weeks. Pediasure, for growth you can be sure of.